What's happening, Revolt? I go by the name of Charlamagne the God. Now, this week on Breakfast Club Extra, our staff names the most expensive gift they've ever received. Don Q was on lip service breaking down groupie love. Me, myself, Charlamagne, I talk Nicki Minaj on my podcast, The Brilliant Idiots. Angela Yee is answering your behind-the-scenes emails. And are the KC crew expecting baby number 6? Let's find out.
What's up, it's Angela Yee, and it's time for Breakfast Club Extra. We are doing the Ask Yee edition. All right, and the email is helpmeyee@gmail.com. I have a good job, but I really want to go back to nursing school. I'm afraid of losing my pay and benefits once I finish school and having to start all over again. What should I do? Well, I think it's very important to follow your dreams and your aspirations. When I took a job in radio, I had come from making way more money and had my salaries cut in half. I didn't have any benefits at first, but I think sometimes we have to take those steps backwards if we want to accelerate and move forward. So I think for a lot of people, we'd rather do something that we love doing and that we're passionate about, even if we're not getting paid what we would get paid for a quote-unquote good job, because this starting over is going to end up in the long term being something that's even better for you. So I would say don't even think about those things right now. You'll make it through. It's okay to struggle, because these couple of years of struggle is going to build you up to something even better. And pretty soon when you finish school and all of that and you start working, you will get all your benefits.
The most expensive gift that I received was from my parents for my high school graduation gift, and they flew my friends and I out to Miami in order for us to go on a seven-day cruise trip. The most expensive thing I've gotten was a scholarship with my parents helping me pay for college tuition, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
The most expensive thing someone ever bought me was my college tuition. My financial aid didn't go through. My mother called my grandmother. My grandmother was like, I got you. And she sent the money, Western Union, and paid my tuition for that semester.
Most expensive gift I ever got. So my ex-girlfriend got me a Ferragamo belt. That was like $300. And then for my 21st birthday, my mom got me a Burberry watch. That one's the most expensive. That was like worth a dish. Thanks, Mom.
Condoms.
What was his name?
Her name was Condoms, and she brought me some condoms to save my life. So that's more expensive than anything. Saving my life. Be it.
The most expensive thing that I received as a gift, definitely from my father, the only man who really loves me. And I had to say, these gold chains, for sure. Nefertiti. Then I got little link joints that I got again later. So yeah, shout out to my pops.
The most expensive thing someone got me, honestly, was probably my Xbox or PS4. And it's cool for me because it's not that expensive, so in return, I don't have to waste so much money, so it's all good.
The most expensive gift somebody gave me was actually from Uncle Charla himself. Uncle Charla contributed to my GoFundMe campaign, and he helped me study abroad for the summer in Madrid.
I don't know if you guys remember, I'm sure a lot of you remember, there was a podcast where Rashawn hit me upside the head with, I want to have another baby.
Correct.
And there was no pillow talk about it days before. It was like a new notion to me, a new idea. And we pretty much hashed it out with you guys on the podcast.
Right.
So literally, I don't remember how long ago that was. Maybe 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, something like that. I said yes. And since that week, literally, we've been trying to have a baby.
Right.
And no nothing.
Nothing.
No nothing.
Not even a nothing.
I went to see my gynecologist, and she said, realistically, every other pregnancy that you've gotten pregnant so easily kind of went against the odds. It's not as easy to get pregnant as you've been experiencing in the past.
Correct.
So she said, the first thing that I want to do is have you checked out. Let's check everything and make sure that everything is working properly for you and Rashawn.
Right.
And if so, we're going to kind of put a little juju on it and make this pregnancy happen.
So they always want to blame it on the guy. They always say the guy's sperm is f***ed up. So they had to check my sperm first, right? Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, I was kind of nervous because when I take long flights, like, I'm going to tell you something. When I take long flights, I take edibles.
the candy edibles.
Right.
And it puts me to sleep fast. Like, so, they say that when you take weed or edibles, it kills your sperm. So I was like, damn, my sperm.
I don't know if that's true.
That's what they say.
It's a rumor,
That's
right?
That's what they say. So now, all right, I had to go give them a test. So to give them a test, you pretty much have to wank off in a cup. And it's the most embarrassing thing ever. So, you schedule an appointment. And I didn't schedule an appointment because I didn't want them to know I was coming.
You didn't want them to know you was coming?
Not like that. But
they knew you were coming.
Not like that. I didn't want them to know.
They knew you were coming.
Because people know who I am in that area, so I didn't want to say, okay, MD's coming to give the sperm. Like, so I just...
So you didn't want them waiting outside the door for you with cameras and iPhones?
Not a camera and iPhones, but I felt uncomfortable. So I just popped up. It's the weirdest thing. So if you could imagine a room, they got a room, and they got a couch, a chair, and they got porn on the TV.
Right.
So now there's 3 guys standing there, sitting there with a cup in their hand, right? And it's just so awkward. It just felt nasty. Like one guy wakes off in the room, then they clean the room, then another guy wakes off in the room, then they clean the room, then another guy. So I said, yo, just give me the cup. And I'm just telling you out there, so fellas, if you ever have to do this, you can't use lotion. Like, my go-to lotion is Aveeno. Shout out to Aveeno out there. Aveeno works.
It's like a manual right
I'm telling the guys out there, so if they ever have to
Aveeno
go,
is great.
They know what to do.
However, on the other hand,
they give you this mineral oil that you're out there for it took me like a long time. And I'm not gonna lie, I was doing everything. I was rubbing my nipples. I was imagining all types of stuff. Rubbing. I could not. And then when I finally, I looked in the cup and it was so little. I was like, oh man.
Did you feel like a failure?
I did feel like a failure. But the good thing about it, my sperm was good.
Your sperm was good.
All right, well, let me ask you about this that you tweeted. He said, you let that touch it? I'm disgusted. I didn't know guys care about stuff like that.
Yeah.
We feel the same way.
Females do it more than
Yes, we do. We be like, you too?
Ew.
Yuck.
And that's not even that. She could look alright. You could be like, why you talking about her like
to
that?
you.
Yeah, but so
a guy's perception, girl looking alright, and a girl's perception of a girl looking alright is totally different. All y'all fall for is body parts.
Girls,
y'all don't fall for
none of that. We don't see. I'm looking like fat. Why you mad out here?
That's all y'all care about.
Right. But do you start looking at her different after the girl that you really care about start going into her? You like, yeah, her nose do look kind of funny.
Nah, I probably think you hating on her.
No, I did that to my brother. My brother sent me all these, like, he was like fresh out of jail and new to Instagram, so he would send me pictures like, yo, she bad. No, she not. And I was like, first of all, look at the background, where's she at? Like, first of all, look at the crust on her heels that they had a pedicure since third of
look
all,
at the line just missing.
They missing out. It's dust in the ceiling fan. Like, this is how she wanna with.
I see a spider web.
He's
no, he was fresh out of jail.
She got
He's right out. He's trying
but
to
do you think everybody's had sex with somebody that's not so attractive?
Hell yeah.
Everybody Doug like yes.
Do that. A lot of men will be like, just like you said, like, oh, you him.
Have you ever denied somebody?
Man, look at baby mamas.
That's the groupies though.
You denied it with the I love a bad. That's my problem.
You say groupies don't be bad.
Like once in the blue, you might be like, oh shit. But the majority of the time, they
what's that girl named? Selena Powell, the one that was with Akon and everybody else. She's pretty to me, and she's definitely a groupie.
That's once in the blue. You think that's once in the blue? Like I said,
I think there's pretty groupies out there.
Right.
No, I didn't say not pretty. I
There's
said
a lot
bad.
of pretty groupies out there.
Pretty and bad is two.
So wait, let's get back to you denying girls that you.
Yeah, you got to now because it's like can't just like it's not the same as when you 16, 17.
Now, one of my homegirls told me.
Oh my god.
That she always gets what she likes to call insurance.
I thought you was gonna say she.
No, so what she does
got
is
she got a story. You said, oh my god.
He was.
started being fast.
There's something you gotta tell.
There's a couple sweat bubbles on her nose. I'm nervous right now.
And she's coming in right now.
But anyway, she told me that she gets insurance, right? So what she does is when she with a guy, and she showed me some pictures in her phone, and like it's like naked dudes in front of the TV, turning the channel, and she takes pictures like of guys so that if they try to deny it or act crazy, she has insurance.
Insurance.
So that's what she calls it. So if he act crazy, she's like, "Oh, where'd you want to act crazy?"
Then she must be getting denied a lot for her to be doing.
I don't even know if it's that. It's just that, like, in case somebody act crazy on her, like, try to shit about her. Because she's famous.
Blackmail. She got
okay. So in case like somebody try to like talk shit about her, like, oh yeah, you know this black, and then she can put up that picture of him not sucking his stomach in, changing the channel,
eating the Cheerios. Yeah, sure. He said you them now.
So how she vibe?
But I mean, I guess she feel like it'll be embarrassing for him.
Not really.
Like if he tries to embarrass her,
yeah,
she.
It's not gonna last longer than what he said.
If his is sticking to the couch, hanging out, yes, it will. It would be embarrassing.
Oh man, don't
it's not gonna last that long. It's gonna be like a week, a month. But people laugh afterwards.
It'll live on the internet forever.
That's proof that
you don't want your doesn't mean
anything when have the out. I think it sticks around a little longer, especially if you're out there, like, and it's embarrassing to you. It's a little embarrassing when you're not looking Safari.
You be sending these pictures, it's corny to me too. Like, why I do that?
You never seen
we get pics every day.
But
I
like,
pick like every other day.
You was like a celeb, whatever. It's like, why you doing that for? Like, you see,
pictures out there floating around.
Cause you seem like you kind of.
I mean, let me Google. Yeah, you sent him before.
When I was young, when I was like horny,
it's floating around online.
You one more record away from your shit coming out.
Right, and that's how
you're gonna turn it right now. Two more spins on that record.
I feel like to have too much pride, like celebrity is top.
But that's true, because I do see a lot of men say like, that's corny, but then you want pics.
Yeah,
it's different though. Females take pics. Oh, they think they do it by themselves.
No, we all don't. Like, I don't just sit around like,
I think men say we like to take pictures like in our bikini, in our panties.
I mean, I got pictures of my naked body because I take pictures of my naked body. I don't do like this though.
Only thing got is different.
Let me ask you this: does your look different than your now?
Yeah, you grow up and it grows.
I mean, because when you said that, so when did your stop growing? Like how old? That's a good question. When does your
stop growing?
24, 23, I don't know.
All right. In your 20s,
you know what? I think that's true. I think that the continues to grow up into the 20s. Yeah, I think so.
It gotta be early. When you 30, it's like it's over.
I heard the more you master that, you can stretch it out more.
I never heard that.
You should try it.
I just made that up.
You need a flashlight?
Don't they have like, and I saw, okay, they also have like a vacuum or something like that. What is that thing? It's like some type of suction thing or something.
Angela knows a lot about this.
I don't know.
Angela a freak. She knows a lot of shit.
I have like a bunch of different toys that can move.
Oh, it's like a mouth.
Yeah.
Well, the one you're talking about is like a mouth.
Oh.
So I just Googled this. It says you may have a penis that's grown to its full size as early as age 13 or as late as age 18.
He'd be mad as hell at 13. Like,
so his still growing in his 20s, so he's different.
I was just guessing.
Just made it up.
I was thinking like.
So 20. You stop growing at 18, but your ears and your nose grow for the rest of your life. That's up.
That's true.
You know your ears and your nose don't stop growing.
What?
Men, yeah.
The same. Oh, man.
Think about an old ass man. He got some big ass
big noses.
Yeah, ears.
I've seen
nose and ears don't stop growing. Yeah, they don't stop growing. Their noses and their ears don't stop.
I never realized.
So you stop growing, but your ears don't.
That's
yeah. If you growing, that'd be bad, right? Be like an elephant truck. Ain't nobody trying to that.
Y'all really upset though that Safari had a fake hairline? That's not a thing, right?
I'm just surprised that dudes are doing that now.
Really?
Yeah, like I didn't realize that. I guess maybe he's not on the amount of success where you don't need a hairline. I think you hit a certain level of like wealth where you don't need a hairline.
Nah, but his original hairline was yikes.
It was bad.
It was like RoboCop when he took his mask off. Like it started like right there in the middle of his scalp. The crazy thing is,
it wasn't even neat. It was just like.
You
sobbing.
You kind of got to do that. Like Thanos hit his hair. Thanos just went to his head, but
you kind of got to do that if you don't have the skull for a bald head, though.
So if you have a skull, then you don't do the baldy.
You might have to get the fake hairline. You might have to do the Beijing and all that kind of stuff. Baldies are for good heads. Like Michael Jordan got a good head for a baldy. I got a good head for a baldy.
Yeah.
Tyrese got a good head for a baldy. Yeah. Some people don't have good heads for a baldy,
Shane
bro.
Battier? You know Shane Battier's got the wrinkles on his head?
Neo.
Oh, does Neo have wrinkles?
No, he just got a awkward shaped head.
Wait, really?
Yes. Neo's head looks like a homeless man's. Like it's just huge and shiny, and it's just like it's this weird shape. That's why he always wears a hat.
Neo, the Dollar Pizza Dome.
That is so sad.
I'm telling you. So it's just like if you gotta have the skull for it. Like you can't just get a baldy.
Yeah.
You can't do it. So the hairline works for some people. Me, I'm letting it go.
You're letting the hair go completely.
Nah, I mean, no. Dr. Sandy told me. I did think about it. I'm not gonna front, but it just looks crazy.
How far off are you? I feel like you still have some hair.
Nah.
How bad is it?
Oh no, I can grow hair.
Yeah,
but
it just looks like a yarmulke.
Right here, baby.
Oh, you're up top.
Right here, baby.
It's after the bend.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right, once it's past the bend in your forehead,
then you're looking crazy.
You're looking too crazy. Like there's nothing I can do to make this look authentic. Like you know what I'm saying? Because look if you saw the picture, Safari's line was drawn like here.
Safari just looked like
I'm not
eyebrows.
doing that, bro.
You got an inch of a hairline.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what Damian got though. Damian Lemon is
amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
But now he got me, Safari and Tiger got me looking at every dude that's over a certain age with a nice hairline. Like, I don't know, boy.
Suspicious.
You might have went to Turkey.
Yo, white dudes in Hollywood have been doing this forever.
Oh, 100%. Tom Cruise,
Ben Affleck, all these guys. Every single dude that I know that wants to keep their hair that's around my age is on finasteride or Propecia, is on the pill. It's just like Fight Club. Nobody talks about it, but everybody knows what it is.
Only white people can rock certain hairstyles, though. Like white people can go
White
bald.
people too. Like you can go bald. We can't go bald.
I can't do the bald spot in the middle of my.
Oh,
I can't do that.
the
White people do that with finesse.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do the George Jefferson.
Yeah,
like I can't do it. I can't just have a bald spot in the middle of my head and then some hair sticking out. Nah, I can't do a comb over.
Dude, comb over is wild. Comb over is
white people
wild.
Finesse it.
Yeah, but do we?
Yes.
I think it's frightening.
sometimes
When I see a guy with a comb over, I think it's frightening, dude. I'm like, honestly, I'm scared of that. It's a weird thing.
Honestly, I think it's pretty cool because it's like you really see how like the time that they take on their hair. Every strand is just like perfectly combed,
Immaculately laid.
so
you
great.
like that when a guy has that?
I mean, I don't like when a guy has that, but I think that it represents how much they care about how they look.
So the guy you date now got a comb over.
No.
Brazilian.
Shut up.
Yo, what's his Instagram? I want to look up this Brazilian beauty.
Absolutely not. I'm not getting
Are the guys in Brazil sexy too? I know the women are phenomenal, but are the guys?
I don't know.
Well, he is.
He is? Oh,
man.
How's the Cockenspiel?
The Cockenspiel screen.
Ivy! Yo, she's sprung. Yo,
She really
you don't even
sprung,
sound
dude.
right talking about her love life. You such a tomboy.
That's true. I saw you as kind of asexual. I'll be honest. I never saw you.
I was honestly very convinced that I was asexual too. Like, my motive was
What does that
all
mean?
the way-
That means you're into dudes with the name A. You know what I mean? What's up, Schultze? I'm out here. Hey!
It's basically like you're not like attracted to anyone.
I can see that with you.
Yeah.
You
so,
wanted
like,
to marry to the game type.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
married to my
the game.
career.
Yes, that was me. But I was like, I don't want to be old, like with my little kitty cat. Like, oh, like
Yeah.
that's very sad.
Yeah.
So, you know, all of a sudden,
Don't shame cat life.
I'm not shaming it, but like
Cat
that's
life
not
is
the
cool.
life for me. So, yeah, he
That
came
life
out of
sucks,
nowhere, and
bro.
I was just like,
Really?
and I'm still like I can't believe it.
Have you guys made out?
Yes.
You already kissed with your mouth?
What the?
Just asking.
Bro,
I'm asking.
yes.
I don't know how long it takes
Yes,
for a girl to do that.
Time has passed.
How long have you guys been together?
Not long.
Have you guys had?
It's pretty. It's
Have you guys slept in the same bed?
Yes.
Really? Oh my lord. That's it. Did you wear like clothes when you slept in the bed, or did you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I wore pajamas.
You wore pajamas. Oh, so he's got AC.
What kind?
All right.
Yeah, he has AC.
Okay.
What kind of pajamas?
What
Silk
kind?
joints like TLC wore in the Creep video?
This guy.
Or like some cloth joints with cartoon characters on them. But that says a lot.
This guy paints pictures,
That
bro.
says a lot.
What happens with cartoons on?
That says a lot. Depending on which ones you come to bed with, says
That's
a lot.
true. If you come with those boy shorts where the butt cheeks are hanging out a little bit,
I love those.
That's the best.
I love those. Pika cheeks is what they call them.
Pika cheeks.
Pika cheeks.
That's what my wife calls them. I don't know. That's what they call Pika cheeks. That's what they call them.
I don't know. I never called them Pika cheeks.
Oh.
Boy shorts.
Did you
What
come
Andrew
with
was
the
trying to
Pika
ask you
cheeks?
is, have y'all had sex with each other?
Yeah, I was kind of trying to say that.
TMI, yo. TMI.
What is a TMI?
I don't know. That's some new sex position.
Yeah, yo, stop. I thought that's some that makes you drip.
Oh my god, guys, I'm turning red. This is too much.
All right, well, it's fine. You know, you don't have to tell us anything. We thought we're your brothers. You know what I mean? We thought we're family. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't know anything about this guy from Brazil, and I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm shocked.
Yo, it's like that.
There's two of us.
Wow.
Revolt is important for the culture because it stays so close to the culture. It's something that we all need to just keep up with what's going on. They're always showing us in a positive light, and I salute them.
Underground, really black representation, and I'm just grateful that Diddy said, yeah, let me add this to the list of things I got going on because it's important for the culture. We appreciate it.
Simply, when you black owned, you control the narrative.
The current state of the culture is healthy. I think it's healthy with a lot of different acts, a lot of different sounds and styles and rhyme patterns. It's alive. It's very much alive today. There's a bunch of new acts. There's a bunch of veterans that are still contributing and putting out a lot of music.